people of Maiduguri need your help. A catastrophic flood has engulfed the city, leaving over 1 million residents stranded and fighting for survival. Entire communities are submerged, with people trapped inside homes and on rooftops cut off from food, clean drinking water and essential supplies. Health experts are warning of a potential outbreak of deadly diseases, and medical facilities are out of commission. The situation is dire. Helicopters, boats and high-riding trucks capable of navigating the treacherous, waterlogged areas are urgently required to reach the countless men, women and children still awaiting rescue. The Nigerian media is issuing a desperate plea to the government, humanitarian organizations, international actors and citizens across the nation. Step in now, before it's too late. For more information on how you can help, contact Professor Usman A. Tar, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Internal Security, Borno State, on 0809-233-3955. Every second counts.
This is powered by Atlantic Television Network.
From the lines across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, we bring all the sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, socio-economic, sports, and documentaries. So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
We appreciate you for standing by. Thank you so much. Let's go straight to the next story. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has assured Nigerians of a potential reduction in electricity costs following efforts to increase power generation and distribution. Speaking during a meeting with the National Lottery Trust Funds Management team that was led by Executive Secretary Mr. Tosin Adeandru, neighboring countries like Togo, Mali and Niger Republic However, due to low incomes, many Nigerians feel the cost is high. Currently, Band A customers pay 209 naira per kilowatt per hour, with guaranteed electricity for at least 20 hours daily. Adelabo has reaffirmed the government's commitment to improving power sector or power supply. Solar and renewable energy projects aimed at reaching underserved rural areas. He expressed readiness to collaborate with
because electricity, like I pay 1 million naira per month. I have 2 event centers.
This is more than a lot of people.
Many businesses is shutting down because of that issue of electricity and the diesel. What they said about the electricity aspect, sincerely, is better.
It's better than buying diesel, that's diesel. What you're saying?
Yes,
okay.
Than buying diesel.
You have made that calculation.
Yeah, that calculation. Because, okay, like I give you analysis of using 4 jerry cans a night, which is 120-something thousand. Now calculated by 1 week, 7 days. And now calculated by 1 month, how much you're spending. You're spending millions.
But he's even saying that electricity is not expensive. It's because of the naira or whatever. That's what he's hinging it on. So he feels like probably Nigerians are kind of exaggerating.
No, electricity is nobody should say that. He's not saying the right thing. Electricity is expensive. Looking at the economic situation we are passing through right now, or raise any of those prices for now, so that we can still have our normal living. People are dying. It's not coming on air, you know, to say, this man died out of poverty or out of starvation. No, you understand? So they should not just go that way. That okay.
So he compared it to other countries, like I said earlier when I was going through that story. He's like, it's lower than it is.
I have lived in Togo,
Benin Republic, and all of that.
Ivory Coast, especially I based in Ivory Coast for years. Their system and Nigeria can never be the same. Their own electricity system, 24 hours they are giving you. So it's not like they give you electricity and at a point they will just take it without information. That's what Nigeria does. We that use the federal line as a call, most times night we don't have lights. Even I thought of having lights. You understand? Over 3 hours they have taken, I've not even thought of having lights. So it's to tell you that the system, they should look at the way they are operating the system. They don't compare to Togo, Benin Republic. They always, Togo, Benin Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, they already have those things on ground. And they say, okay, if we are taking this from these people, we have to give them 100% satisfaction. You understand? So if you're giving them, normally you're supposed to give them 1,000 naira, for instance, and be getting the electricity anyhow. Sometimes they take or whatever, you manage. But now it's okay.
You understand that at least you have 24 hours in a day.
Yes. There might be no supply.
But is that actually the case? Is that how it has been with you?
It has not been.
Because you talked about some days.
That's what I'm saying now. I use lights. You understand? So it has not been like that, but I pay.
But now he's assuring the Minister of Electricity, the Minister of Power, that he's assuring Nigerians that we would have a reduction in electricity costs. That
will be a welcome development. Everybody will be happy. But what of the diesel and fuel? Yes, because if you go to electricity, also go to that area too. Because it's what we use in moving, doing our daily businesses, car, transportation and all the rest. Transport is still through fuel. So if you're reducing electricity bill, you reduce that too. So that the common man can can still regain whatever.
You know, a lot of businesses are affected. Even you talked about education now also being affected by fuel price and all of that. We hope that will be looked into. Let's move on to our next story. Looking at the next story now, I told you that we are going to take out some time to talk about this. I think the next story is on the End Bad Governance protest. We have heard reports that from the End Bad Governance protest, Ade Andrew, can we go to the End Bad Governance protest now? From the reports, 3 activists arrested during the hashtag End Bad Governance protest. They have been released after meeting bail conditions set by the Federal High Court in Abuja. 3 of them. The activists have been named also. They were detained in August during the protest where citizens demanded better governance and the reversal of certain policies under President Tinubu's administration. Now, the trial, along with 7 others, were charged with treason and granted bail on September 11, 2024 by Justice Emeka Nwite. This was after about a month. Now, bail conditions required each defendant to post 10 million naira and secure sureties residing in Abuja with properties in the city. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore confirmed their release via his X handle and called for the release of other detained protesters, including Isaac Bristol, also known as the PDOM Nigeria lawyer Deji Adeyanju, also confirmed the release and stated that efforts were ongoing to secure freedom of the remaining activists. As for now, communication with the released protesters have been limited. So if not, you would have gotten a report from them, but that communication is limited now. But then 3 of them have been released. That's not all, but at least that's 3. What do you think?
Releasing protesters, if you're releasing 3, they all should be released. You understand? They should release all, because protests, although I'm not against violence. You know,
they were actually charged with treason. So it's not as if they were just arrested
yeah,
for protesting. There are other charges that that are also on with that. So even though we are talking about their release, we should also understand that investigations have to be carried out, and if they are found not guilty, then definitely would be released. Well, you know, I told you earlier that I was going to ask you a question about the fearless protest and why you think Nigerians didn't really come out in mass for that. These were the same people who clamored so much for the End Bad Governance, and after that they said we're coming back for fearless, and we didn't have much of them.
Yes, because during the End Bad Governance protests, most of those people who, like, the early stage that backed the protest, oh, we are coming out, oh, we are this, we are that. Few minutes, few days to the protest, same people came, oh, my hand no deal.
Really?
Yes, I watched so many of them online. I don't want to mention names.
Okay.
If you go and protest, some of them came up and said, if you come out, this is what will happen. You understand? And these are the people are looking on to, like, okay, we want to, you tell us, go ahead, and we'll go. And these are same people who came out and said, my hand no deal. I don't know how it was managed by the government and them. You understand? So that was what made the whole thing process, or the protest, to be failed. To be a failed project. Okay,
so because we're expecting a lot of, although some people came out in some states.
Yeah, so we're looking at, like, in some states, especially Rivers State, there's something people are looking at. We have godfathers in Rivers State.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have godfathers in Rivers State, and when something like this, protest or whatever, we want to hear them first, because if something happened to, we run to them.
Okay. All right, thank you so much for your thoughts on the show. That's a voice of Oba Omega, the Greek Kata master. You have seen him live on Atlantic Television Network, and we are so delighted to have him on Atlantic Blowout. Such an honor. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I remember I told you he's the tourism ambassador in Rivers State and also the president of the Rivers Arts Entertainers. Thank you once again. Hope to have you some other time. Okay, remember to stay connected with us on all of our socials: Facebook, YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram, TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and X at Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our website at www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. My name is Eni Doye Jackson. Stay right here with us on ATN, because coming up next is Open Conversation.